Okay, that was weird. Hello. Hi, I'm Elfie and I make things, and today we're making pumpkins. And also I made a shape like this that I thought maybe I've got something cooking back here. Don't look at that, but I've got something cooking, and I think I might, I don't want to speak too soon, but I might have something. It might be shroomy still, you know. We love our shroomies. Oh man. Hi! You are first, my hobbits. Congrats! Yes, I figured it out. I have an angle now where you can see me and you can see what the fuck I'm doing. Amazing. Hi, Runa! And the ears. Yes, we can see the ears too, which of course was very important. I think we can all agree that was really the most important. Hi, Irish. How you doing? How is everybody? Welcome in. Yeah, we have. I'm gonna do some more pumpkins. I wanted to come home with lots of pumpkins done as like my bare minimum. I got this tiny little one that I'm gonna try and make a teeny little pumpkin with, and then I've also got this little guy that I'm gonna maybe try and get. Did you see Elfie, the hydrate, and the picture? I did not see either of those. I'm going to burn Twitch to the ground in Minecraft. Thank you for the hydrate. Gonna have a busy weekend, but right now savoring the Friday work chill. Yes, I hear you have plans. I'm so excited for you. I hope they're fun plans. Oh, the pic is in Discord. Gotcha. Give me a sec. We'll take a little sneaky little peek. Just a small one. My hobbits, your tatting looks so pretty. And Carrie made a great use of some velvet. Oh, that's delightful. We have so much cool stuff going on in here. Donna, that's a really funny shirt. Amazing. And IRL, got it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Animal and Runa met up at Efteling. You guys are so cute. Oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad you guys got to meet up. How was Efteling? Was it fun? Oh, that's wonderful. Might be home earlier than Elfie, maybe. Oh my gosh. You're not yet home yet? Oh, well, you might be now. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys got to meet up. That's so cute. Hi, Animal. You're procrastinating right now, Irish? Wrangling your duvet. Okay, so this is something that I'm realizing that I may not actually know what a duvet is in other people's countries. Because here, when someone says duvet, I think of like the big puffy comforter. And that may not be what people mean. Mumphy! Oh my god, thank you so much. 46 months total, 15 at tier 2. Oh my gosh. Mumphy, thank you so much. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing pumpkins for this month. We're doing pumpkins. I love you.
Love you too, baby kid. My little
Mushroom! I'm fine. Everyone say hi, Mumphy! The Danse Macabre was new to me. I have never done the Danse Macabre. I have an 8-year-old birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese and a baby shower in Michigan. My goodness. That sounds like a chaotic set of vibes. Made it back home. It was a walk in a downpour from Trey until home. Oh no. And Tay, your Taylor Swift hoodie kept you dry and warm. And you listened to the album twice. My Taylor Swift hoodie has been keeping me protected from burning myself on seats because we go places, we park at an angle that we think everything will be fine. We come back, the sun moved, and now my seat is too hot, so. But she's keeping me safe too, Animal. It started raining as the afternoon was ending. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, that sounds like it was definitely time to wash your way home. No idea how to explain a duvet because it's just the thing we use.
Probably full of feathers and it has a cover.
So it has a cover. So it's not just a blanket that's like thick and puffy.
It's usually put inside a cover so that you wash the cover and it keeps the duvet clean.
Okay. I thought that was what we used sheets for.
No, not quite enough protection.
Huh. Well, there we go. I think I have an idea of what's going on with a duvet now. Preceding as in that ride used to stand there. Huh? Danse Macabre is a ride in Efteling named after the song they use in this in the ride. Oh, Spooky Slot. Spooky/ghost house. Spook Slot. Ah, that's cute. Ride wasn't really a ride, but a walkthrough. I mean, that can still be fun. It's an attraction. Oh, Spook Slot was an attraction. A walkthrough. That's really interesting. Mahobbit says hi, Mumphy.
I don't know how about.
They kept a lot of the old elements, which made me happy. Oh, that's awesome. Danse Macabre is a whole spinning experience. That sounds pretty different. Oh my goodness. Not for the faint of heart who don't like spinning. Okay. Before I forget, Mumphy, I'm drawing you a pumpkin. They turn you around and round and upside down. Oh my goodness. Some people use top sheets to preserve the cleanliness of the duvet cover, but I gave that up that faff in my 20s and I kept getting tangled in it. Oh no. That seems pretty fair. I have no clue of the old elements because I barely remember it. I was too young when I had last been in Spook Slot. Oh. I like that spook is still like a word that I I understand that part of the name. Languages are so cool. Alrighty, here we go. Pumpkin for Mumphy. There we go. pumpkin. There it is. October is for spooky things. And I realized that I really did not probably have space in my luggage to bring home a bunch of cardboard tube bats. But I did find a craft for that, so we may end up doing that before the end of the month as like cute little decor for my office. That'll be fun. Other fun news, we lost power? Oh no, for 3 hours this afternoon. What happened? Rune is gonna need a day to recover. Oh no. What is Volgarok? It compressed your spine? Oh no. That's uncomfy. Slot is better translated as keep? I could see that. Comforter is the large, thick blanket that goes on top of the other blankets and sheets. Yeah, that's what I thought. He has to have I can talk, just not right now. Oh, you have a storm blowing up through this weekend? Oh my goodness. Tail end of Umberto, but we gave it a different name. Well, one way or another, I hope it minds its dang business. I think it was a pun on spoken, which is the Dutch word for ghosts. Oh, that's cute! Vogelrok is a roller coaster in the dark. As one can't see what is coming when, one cannot anticipate how to keep oneself upright. Oh no! That sounds a little scary, a little risky. A different flavor of thrill, perhaps. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope that the compression of your spine is not too unpleasant and loosens itself up for you. Yeah. Very nauseating ride. Oh no. Ooh. I might give that one a miss then, personally. I have enough nausea problems. Almost got me last night. Do not... Listen. Do whatever you can to avoid developing POTS. One of the main things that you can do is just not contract significant viral infections that could impact your autonomic nervous system. You know, just a little bit of personal cat girl advice, you know? As a professional cat girl of the internet, don't get POTS. It's not a good time. Nobody likes this shit. Nobody needs this. You don't like it and you don't need it. Caledon K, hello. How you doing? Annie says, in the train ride home, I was listening to Pirates of the Caribbean and Hobbity Lord of the Rings music. Oh, awesome. I thought you said you listened to your Taylor Swift album. Had that not dropped yet? I don't know when that was dropping. Everybody was talking about it, but I wasn't necessarily attached to the idea of another album yet, especially if it didn't involve a Moss piano. So... I haven't looked. You couldn't even make yourself a cup of tea for 3 hours? Oh my god. See, and this is why I will continue to say that having a gas stove available has benefits. It just does, you know? And I'm not prepared to like apologize or get rid of mine or anything. Just run the damn fan and stop leaning inside of the pot while you're cooking. Don't do those things. Came dangerously close to surviving on wraps for dinner, but luckily it came back in time. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you made it. There's a chap on YouTube working himself out of the Stone Age. He makes many fires. Maybe you could have built a fire. Oh, good point. Caledon K is learning how to speed read. Do you give lessons? Because I think me and Billiam Babble are having a race to the bottom for who can be the most consistently the furthest behind on their chat. Oh, that was on the ride to the theme park. Oh, it has dropped. I need to listen to it again to get better at explaining it. It's fun she expressed herself this way, but it's definitely not like Red or Lover, who are my favorite albums. Okay. Well, you know, that's the thing about being an artist, is that, you know, you got to be able to try new things, or your love of the game will stagnate and your art will suffer as a result. All right, fresh clay. I'm gonna tuck that under my little spot here so that I can close this up so that the main body of clay does not run a risk of drying out on me, because this shit is too fucking expensive for me to be dealing with that. Don't fall!
What fell?
Glass jar that doesn't sound like it broke.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's because it landed in the curtain.
Good. I knew I left that there for a reason. Okay. Hi guys. You fainted, but it's okay. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. You know.
It's sliding. So.
You should hydrate. You fainted. All right.
Yeah, I think it's a little more stable now. I was afraid it was one of these.
Boop chat snoot. Oh, absolutely, Runa. Let me just adjust my angle here. Okay, come here, chat. Come get your snoots booped. Come here. You're so boopable. Oh, there's clay on them. Is that okay? Oh, I'll be quick. Come here. Got you. How close she dares to get to the cam. That's how close. Close enough, hopefully. Gonna go chill and sleep? Oh, I'm glad you thought that was funny. Did someone clip that, actually? I'd kind of like to have that for later, just for personal use. I'm never gonna fucking get any good at posting clips, you guys, I swear. The trick is to read at the speed of your comprehension. What if I'm wrong? And we got tips on wrangling this duvet into submission. I am less than 5 feet tall. I don't know how much your height is playing a factor here, but it sounds like it feels significant. Have you tried standing on a little step stool? Sincerely. Sometimes just being taller helps. Bye, Runa. Love you. Night-night. It's not the most pop album, which I actually at first found odd, but also, like, she doesn't lean into that, but I can't name what genre it is. You fainted, but it's okay. Feels like the return to save in some sort of cozy game with a level of risk. Here, have some water. It's gonna be okay. I'll get you a snack. You just sit tight here. And then you get the opportunity to, like, look at your inventory, figure out what you're gonna do differently on this run. Gosh. Free clay mask. There we go. You are loved, Runa. Runa's always taking great care of me, so you guys should make sure to hit that follow button on Runa so that you can go return the favor on my behalf next time she's live, okay? Gotta drown the strimmer. Gotta make sure that they're not drying out too much. Find a big flat object to lay it on if folding, or are you trying to spread it on the bed? Trying to put the duvet into the cover. Definitely become taller than it, okay? You gotta get uppies. Get some uppies, get some height. Thanks for the clip. Are there ties in the cover? Oh no. Wait, there's ties? Oh no. Oh, I thought you just needed to slide it in there. Why can't they be like snaps or magnets or something? Oh my god. No, duvets are too complicated. I'm sorry, guys. Until I move to Europe, I'm not going to learn this because I'd have to specially order it probably anyway. And so I may as well not worry about it until it becomes an issue. Ah, buttons. I have a cover for my weighted blanket that has ties. Oh, this bit of clay was left under the drying prevention zone. It has dried some anyway. Just leave it for now. We'll pull off a different piece. How about that? Let's make some pumpkins. Get ourselves warmed up so that later we can attempt some little shroomy bits. Usually put the cover inside out on a bed, then lay the blanket on it, tie the sides, and then turn it right side out around the blanket, and then close. See, that makes a lot of sense, Mahobits. Is that an option at your current stage, Irish? Like, can you pause and try that? Because I know that sometimes it feels like you're past the point of no return and you just need to figure out what you've done wrong, but... I get the theory of how to do it, but my brain doesn't compute when my arms are in the cover. Sounds like turning it so that all of the ties and buttons on the inside of the cover are on the outside might make that a little easier. I used to just climb inside the bed sheet with the duvet, tuck it into the corners. Now I just wiggle it to there from the outside, hold on to those corners. Made a pumpkin. We've drawn a pumpkin, actually. For those of you curious, this month's subscribers are getting pumpkins drawn. We will continue with the mushrooms for those of you who are continuing to donate to the Asheville Tool Library. It is hurricane season, by the way, which is what did them in last year. They've just had their first Hurricane Helene remembrance this past weekend, and I'm hoping that we can get them to that 1,500 number. And I can finish this before Christmas, because if I take this project into the new year, having started it in June, I'm going to feel a little bit silly. I already have to talk myself very thoroughly up and down into, no, this isn't taking this long because you aren't doing your job properly. It takes this long because it's people's real fucking money. It's just what happens, you know? Oh, we unbuffered? Are we sure? Oh no, I'm not sure I've unbuffered. And I'm monitoring my own stream. People, sorry, you may need to refresh. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Hi, dwarf. In case you didn't get to see me say hi, hello. I think a lot of problems with bed sheets fitting and staying on the mattress could be resolved by drawstrings instead of elastic. Yeah? And then you just have to make sure that the drawstrings are anchored in so that they don't get drawn out. I get stuck with it half in, half out. Can't get a big enough woof to settle it all at once. I see. Have you tried standing on the bed to give it the woof? Give you some altitude. Hello. Hello, Josuke. How are you doing? Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Wow, that's pretty lumpy for a pumpkin. Do we think it's okay? It's probably fine. I think it'll be okay. All of the others are a little lumpy bumpy too. Actually, you know what? Who am I kidding? It's gonna be fine. About to pass out after being awake for about 40 hours. Josuke, why? I know you've been having trouble, I thought you were trying to get to a point where you were allowed to have caffeine again. Something tells me that that's not going to be the case if you can't sleep. Where were you? We had a fake on at Efteling. Unofficially. And very cutely. My problem is my bed's against a wall on the side. Gotta crawl onto the bed and lift a corner while I'm on it. Oh, it's such a pain in the butt. Yeah. If it helps that as far as adult humans go, I'm pretty small. Being small, like there was definitely a brief window of time in my life where I remember I was small enough that I could like get my arms behind and I wasn't too heavy to hold down the whole corner of the bed, but I was like just strong enough to pull it up too. 3 cheers for small. Caffeine is a hell of a drug. Oh no. Caffeine is real dumb for me. It's a migraine trigger and also a med component. How? Me too. My bed's against the wall with a window. Well, don't fall out the window while you're doing the woomph woomph, okay? If you need to do the big woomph, don't be leaning toward the window, okay? I'm usually on no caffeine. Sometimes I do have to take caffeine-based meds, and then I go from no caffeine to high caffeine, and I'm fucked. Oh no. It sounds like it does not properly respect the half-life of caffeine in your system. Good grief, Josuke. Nothing's ever simple for us, is it? There's not a single thing that's just super easy and straightforward, it seems. The window's shut, don't worry, it's too stormy out there. Fuck no, how if we knew like it's not fix my migraine. Oh no. Shared a video in general that I just found on YouTube that might help. Oh my goodness, look at us. Problem solving community. I think from here I could probably go ahead and sculpt an orange if I wanted. But what I want is a pumpkin, so we're going to continue to pumpkin. Just going to wet the edge here. Yeah. Let us know if it helps. You cannot possibly be the only person in this community that has a duvet cover that likes to play silly games sometimes. Every once in a while, the human needs to win the game. Playing with Gen AI a little? Oh. This corner of the internet is where I calibrate my moral compass. Personally, I've had a lot of AI talk in my real life recently, and I may not be a great resource for that, but you could probably drop that conversation off in the Tech 10, the Discord, and I just won't read it, if that's all right. Because I know you had mentioned, I think something about like trying to set up your own program and everything, but I've just got my hackles raised, and I don't want you to think that it's about you. Is Dealing Dinosaurs, their AI is gaslighting their customers, and that's probably why they're losing money. Would have rather spent my day in Efteling. Oh no. Hi, Dorito. Welcome in. My goodness, Charlie. You got so much to say, buddy. He does not understand that when he stands up in front of Mumphy's screen, she can't see through him. Either that, or he knows good and well, and he's doing it on purpose. Oh, he doesn't care. I forgot. There is a third option. Especially since he's a cat. Oh, third secret option. Still do a hurt, but you do good. Oh, buddy. All right. You're taking care of yourself, right? No crazy aerobics or anything since last we chatted. We are resting, like real resting. Right? You stay stacked. You're so cute when you're stacked. Can y'all even see the stack? Am I James. How are you doing? Kel says, all I'm going to say is I've only seen like 2 examples of genuinely creative Gen AI uses on the internet. Ever, the vast majority of AI content is utter slop. Yeah, the majority is, farmed. What the fuck did you just do? No Netflix. No Netflix. Then I don't want you to connect to Netflix. I'm peeved. I just wanted to adjust the volume. And that is both too many volume and too little volume. Why are you... There we go. That's better. Okay, whatever. Hi! Absolutely understand. Hoping to bend the ear of someone who's really anti-AI, because I am, and I'm trying to verify if what I'm into is morally okay. I appreciate that. If you want, like I said, drop it off in tech, and maybe later this weekend I can stop in and give 2 cents as I feel is appropriate. But today I'm not in a good spot to be a conversationalist about Gen AI. I am upset. And it's not conducive to the vibe that I am trying to bring to the party. But I'm glad to hear you're still working on your project. I hope it's going well. I hope you've got some good ideas cooking. All right. Okay. So there's our first pumpkin of the day, sculpted. First pumpkin of the day drawn. That's 2 pumpkins down. We're doing great. 2 for 2. I pinky promise I'm resting. My evenings consist of sipping tea and being wrapped in a blanket. Brilliant! I'm so glad to hear it. I hope that you are enjoying the resting as well. Duolingo is trying to get me to do drops. I know they use Gen AI out the wazoo to remove actual language experts. Don't touch the remote, that's the first step. Enjoy your YouTube with Bird, James. Thank you so much. Well, I could have just not touched the remote. You're right. I had to call my therapist to talk about the negative impact of being in pain 24/7. Oh, bud. I'm glad that you were able to call and have a chat with somebody because, that is something that heavily impacts mental and physical health at the same time. You're so good at pumpkins. Dwarf, thank you. I do not always feel like I am good at the things that I am doing. So hearing that people like the way that I'm doing them and how they're turning out feels really good. Icky lingo. Icky. Animal, I really wish you wouldn't do that. That's like, that is the slop. I am on one end. On the other end, it's making me reflect on other things a lot, making me more existential than normal. Dorito, buddy. You are already an existential Dorito. The only AI-assisted YouTube thing I'd recommend is the Monoverse on YouTube. The guy uses AI for face motion capture, voice changing, and to create backgrounds and B-roll, but it's still his writing. Creating the backgrounds and B-roll still feels like it's infringing on the kind of art that other people are already doing. But I think using it for things like motion capture, that makes sense. Using it for things like, all of the science that people point to as, no, it's making all of these breakthroughs here. See, isn't it great? I should get to Gen AI, my favorite waifu with the mommy milkers, like 374 more times because it's really bad at fingers. Listen, There's this disparity between the things that people are doing with it and the stuff that they hold up as a defense that they seem to think that I can't see. And it makes me very, very annoyed that it had me saying mommy milkers on Twitch twice. I want to just throw things. Flat sheet acquired. Couldn't find a fitted sheet. It happens. It's okay. What I'm trying to do is make a piece of art I physically make into a sassy Alexa. It could be fun. I mean, 20 questions, Bop It, those both, like, you know, there's something in there that's, you know, something sort of similar, I think. Gotta run out at some point to get diapers for the baby shower. Other than that, my evening consists of wrapping gifts, making dal, doing a little tidying, and then working on my latest sewing project. A mod/60s style jumper dress with a lightweight plaid gray wool. But I'm drafting it myself. Oh, wow. My goodness. Animal, stop. Hi, String Moss. Hello, fellow gamers. AI enhancing existing art you drew is something I have mixed feelings on. I agree. I think that it's interesting that it's possible,